Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Punisher here on a hump day. No, I'm not going to say it again. Well, yes, I am. We're at another hump day. Once again, another week has passed. And here we go. Lots of things going on. Did everybody watch some of the primary stuff yesterday? We had some wins. There were some interesting wins and losses on the Democrat side. AOC hung in there, but that little piece of crap Bowman lost out to that Latimer fellow with the eyeballs that look like a gecko. But hey, at least he's not part of the squad and is more interested in working with people, so I'm okay with that. Meanwhile, we had a couple of wins on the Republican side. Boebert won her primary, and there was another Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Biggs who won. She did endorse Trump, even though he endorsed the one she was running against. But hey, she won, so now we get on board. But before we get too far here, what better time than the present to get some of that gold? So I'll be back right after these messages. Sell in May and go away says it all. David Brady warns the S&P could nosedive 1,000 points, erasing 14 years of gains. And CEOs like Jamie Dimon warned of 70s-era stagflation. Q1 GDP numbers 1.6% and persistent inflation both point to stagflation. The 70s were a lost decade for the stock market, but gold and silver exploded higher. From 1972 to 74, gold gained 240%, and silver gained 315%. So protect your retirement with gold or place a bullish bet on silver. Call America's own precious metals company, the National Gold Group. And if you mention the Punisher's channel, you will always get best-in-class service from America's conservative precious metals leader. The National Gold Group has a IRA fee waiver program on qualifying rollovers, so call 1-888-598-9909 for a free investor's guide today. National Gold Group is Consumer Affairs' top-rated gold IRA dealer. So call 1-888-598-9909. Again, that's 1-888-598-9909. Welcome back on this fabulous hump day. Unfortunately, the good weather is coming to an end today, at least where I am, and it's going to rain. We could probably use some rain, but I hate it when I need to do something outside. So anyway, did you hear the Boeing Starliner has been stuck in space? Those poor astronauts up there didn't even hear about it until yesterday. They took off back on like June 5th or 6th, and they've been stuck up there. They had some helium jets and stuff like this that were failing. 4 of the 5 have been brought back online, and they're working on the 5th one. Meanwhile, as I had been predicting, I was waiting for Elon to step out there and say, hey, maybe we can do a rescue. So Elon is on tap in the event that they need some assistance. And rest assured, his stuff doesn't fail too much. So if he has to go up there and get those astronauts, then he'll do so. Korean airliner, holy cow. I would probably poop my pants if I was on an airplane that plummeted 25,000 feet. If it's plummeting 25,000 feet, in my mind, I'm burning in. Thankfully, the elevation was at least above 25,000 feet. But somehow they recovered. 17 people were injured, and they landed. Whew. Makes me not want to fly. That's crazy. All right, Thursday is tomorrow. It's coming up, ladies and germs, the big debate. Biden has been working on his debating skills for the last 7 days. I'm sure they're injecting him with all of his Red Bull and whatever else he needs to stand up straight and be able to speak. And he's probably going to yell. This will be interesting. Okay, so we all know. They'll be at the podiums. He chose the right one. Trump chose to speak last, all from the coin toss. Why Biden wouldn't want to speak last is beyond me. The mics will be turned off between responses. There will be no audience, and there will be one break. So if there's no audience, okay, and there's nobody to clap or boo or whatever, it's going to look really ridiculous if Biden gets into his yelling technique that he likes to do. He likes to yell a lot. Well, that ain't going to go too well in a very quiet auditorium type of thing. I don't think. But the word is that their intent, the Democrats' intent, is to try and get Trump riled up. In other words, they want to try and get those hot button issues that get him ticked off and cause him to lose his cool. So, President Trump, if you're watching this now, I'm sure you are. If you're watching this now, I advise calm, cool responses the entire time. Use the calm approach. I call it the JetBlue speech type of approach. That means where everything's calm, cool, and collected, and positive. And I'll tell you where that came from. I think I told you. Maybe I didn't. I'll shorten it. The famous JetBlue speech is about the JetBlue plane years ago that didn't have the front landing gear would not come down, or they lost a tire. I forget what. Oh, I know what it was. The tire was sideways. That's it. The front landing gear came down. The tire was sideways. And the passengers were literally watching the news of their own flight in air as they circled around planning the landing. And all the experts were out there talking about what could happen. And one fella gets on, famous aviation guy. I don't remember his name, way back then. And he gets on, he says, look, here's what's going to happen. The pilot's going to approach the landing strip. He's going to keep the nose up just a little bit longer than normal. He's going to set it down. It's going to go straight down the line. You're going to see a few sparks here and there, and otherwise it's going to be a very normal landing. And that's exactly what it was. The nose didn't even get off the line at all. And that's what I call the JetBlue speech. And now back to the debate. President Trump, use your JetBlue voice. Oh, yes. You're going to brag about that? Let's talk about the border. Let's talk about crime. Let's talk about inflation. By the way, you lied. It wasn't 9% inflation when you took office. It was 1.4. Now, I know I see you over there nodding your head, but you are lying. The border is an absolute disaster. We have murderers coming across the border. We have terrorists coming across the border. We have Chinese. We have everybody coming across the border. And the gotaway count, incredible. We have almost 2 million gotaways, and we have over 7 million who have come across this border illegally. And while I'm at it, let's talk about Jocelyn, the young girl that was just murdered, raped and murdered by these two illegal aliens. Yet on the news, here we have was she the one that was 12 or 13-year-old girl, murdered by illegal aliens. And what did they say? It wasn't CNN, it was one of those other stations, but the lady says, we don't use the term illegals here, we use undocumented individuals. We're talking about a girl that was murdered, and you're worried about what we call these pieces of crap? Illegals. Illegal aliens is what they are. They came across the border illegally, okay? And they had a criminal record. Anyway, enough of that. Operation Black Widow. So follow the debate. Operation Black Widow 11.0 will maintain. That was an immense jump last week. Continues on. And we'll monitor that. Meanwhile, Operation Enterprise, I moved to 10.0 the other day. So keep up with that. All on the foundation of Operation Aurora. Hey, Country Sanger. I'm glad that everybody loved his song. It was very good. Looking up to make sure I didn't run out of space. The other day I was doing this and I ran out of space and had to redo something. Space on my card. But Country Sanger... his music video has been doing very, very well. It was, when I told you guys, it had about 62,000 views. Now, when I checked last night, it was like 80,000. As for the subscribers, And we did a moderate increase, I think. I think we helped to increase by about 1,000 or so. I was hoping that it would double, but still, help is help. So good luck to him. And anyway, you know it. I know it. The American people know it. We all know it. Things are going well. And now, happy Hump Day. Screw James White Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye. And this just in. For those interested, sorry, I had to come back for this. The new Hillary Rodham Clinton book is out. Right. Screw James White Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye.